We're alive. This is For Better World podcast. I am your host and moderator, Favorite Vix. My guys will be with me in just a moment. We're gonna get into some deep topics tonight. Super Bowl recap. Going to touch on Steve Wilkes being fired after 1 year. Was it justified? No. And y'all already think that I like to fire coaches, but I don't think it was a valid reason to fire him. We're also going to talk about the Kansas City, uh, the parade and the shooting that happened there yesterday. Sad circumstances for parties involved. Just stupid, just stupid stuff. And of course, it's the part of the show I say, let's go. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, boys, yeah. Hold on, hold on, we them boys. Hold on, we them boys. And this is For Better Boys podcast. As I said, I'm your host and moderator, Fabian Biggs. And we have a lot of sponsors that we shout out on here. We still haven't received our checks yet. Um, I believe this weekend we're going to start back with Sundays, Sundays and Wednesdays. Football season over, so we need some more content. We're going to talk about baseball, pop culture, movies, that type of stuff. We're going to bring back our movie rewind section and have a good time with it. We're sponsored by Crazy Straws. So if you're crazy and got straws, get you a crazy straw. Just for me, if you got some gray in your beard and you trying to get right, get you some WD-40. That's the number, WD-40, off that aisle. Uh, try to tag everybody right quick. It's hard being a solo producer on the show. Anybody that wants to produce the show, we would love for you to come on and assist us. Uh, it's an internship, so it's free. Just want to let you know that. And I just deleted everybody out of here. Or did I? Oh, we didn't delete. Good. Dax Wave and Groom. Got waves in your head? Want to get waves? Use Dax Wave and Groom. Michael Atwater has waves and he's bald headed. So that's how you know what Dax Wave and Groom still works. Arizona tea, 99¢. Drink the whole can, you have diabetes. And you'll be on Ozempic. So don't drink that Arizona tea. But it's 99¢ though. I saw it in Florida for 89¢ in a can. So to let you know they really want you to get diabetes, they take the extra 10¢ off. I tried one can one time, it's disgusting. I wouldn't even mix that with a liquor. So that tells you how much it doesn't taste good. Of course, you can follow us on Facebook and you can follow us on YouTube and you can follow my guy, Bernard Ingram, buyanightshirt.com. Got all your paraphernalia if you went to HBCU or you pledged the Divine Nine, buyanightshirt.com. Get all your paraphernalia that you need. Damon's podcast, chopping it up. New season started. Support my boy Damon. He has a Patreon page. Hook him up. Look out for him because I need to start me a Patreon page for Valley Boys and for my school council podcast. We need money. We need a hustle. So hook us up. And of course, I know Kevin Byron is watching the show. These are our favorite lookers. Hennessy and Coke, Crown Royal XO, and the Blackberry. The Blackberry is not bad. You just got to mix it right. Then get some Country Time lemonade, a little bit of water, stir it up. Put a 1 cube of ice. You'll be straight. Now, if you're dealing with blood sugar, don't drink a lot of it because it's a sweet alcohol as it is. But it's a good looker. But go ahead and get you It's not bad. You got to find that specific liquor stores that's in better neighborhoods. It's not in any of the package stores near me, so you probably have to go to another side of town. Probably the north side of town. So, but Cromwell XO Ginger Ale, Hennessy and Coke, those are the dark liquors we are sponsored by. While my guys are still getting on right now, I want to talk about the Kansas City parade. Spoiler alert: the Chiefs won the Super Bowl third in 5 years, back to back. This is a dynasty. We'll probably get into that discussion. Um, uh, One person died, and we had 22 injured. And those 22 that's injured, 11 are children. Um, Senseless, senseless killing for a parade, and it's stemming from a earlier beef between some people already. So still some details are going to be coming out, but that's all the information I got, basically from the news and everything. So one person is dead. I think it's a well-known DJ in that area. 22 people are injured, critical condition for 11 of them, but 11 people that were shot were children. At a parade celebrating the Chiefs, they had over 800 cops, 800 different Kansas City police officers, possibly their state troopers, sheriff's department. They had ample security there. And it's just unnecessary. It's terrible. Corey Green, what's up? We're just switching today because of Valentine's Day yesterday. So tonight is just a one-off for this week. We're just on Thursday for this week because of Valentine's Day. Yeah, trying to celebrate the city and state that happens is an absolute travesty, and it's sad. And just I got nothing for you. It just sucks. Just sucks. Um, of course, our thoughts and prayers we are going out to him. And of course, this is a common theme with mass shootings. There was a same type of shootout at the Denver Nuggets parade in June. So this is just another notch on the belt for gun control, gun violence. Lawmakers, we're not saying you can't have guns, but why would you need an AR-15 or machine guns? You talk about you hunting. Why would you need 50-11 guns? But this is not the platform for that. When we go on Sunday, we'll get shot. He's going to give his thoughts on that. We're going to have him talk about that or whatnot on the show. But all my guys are coming on. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the conversation with the Super Bowl recap. 49ers won. 49ers lost 25-22 in overtime. The first Super Bowl going to overtime with the new rules. Of course, the Patriots and Falcons Super Bowl. That was the first Super Bowl to go into overtime, and of course, Patriots won. They deserved to win that game because the Falcons wet the bed in the whole second half. They did not score a point in the second half, which you can attribute to mistakes by Kyle Shanahan, which we'll get to in just a second, and New England's grit to stay in the game and win. But Sunday night, we saw why Patrick Mahomes is him, and everybody else 2 through 5 is on a separate level. They're on a separate level under Patrick Mahomes. You can put whoever you want 2 through 5, but until Patrick Mahomes don't win a Super Bowl, he's won, and he didn't play well this past year. This is the year to get the Kansas City Chiefs. This was the year. For those that are watching on YouTube or our Facebook channel, yes, Corey, your Falcons wet the bed. They did. They pissed the bed all the way up. They had to throw away the mattress. That's how bad they wet the bed. They had to throw away the whole mattress. Those are literally dirty birds. Those were dirty birds. They were dirty birds. So my bad. Um, but back to the game. It was not an eventful first half. To me, the 49ers should have been up 24-3. Um, they should have been up 24-3. Um, you picked off Patrick Mahomes. Corey, they're your money team. Yeah, he lost you some money. Corey, they lost you a lot of money. If you bet Kansas City got the kick, he got a kick in the second half. He got picked off. Mahomes got picked off, and I believe it went punt, touchdown, field goal. I believe if I remember right in the second half, then overtime field goal. After that pick, Kyle Shanahan, of course, he doesn't take any blame for anything that happens. 8 out of the 9 next plays were pass plays. You already know with Kansas City had the number 2 ranked defense, and their defense wasn't based off turnover. So Spagnuolo had them playing well. They held on through the second half. They really shut down really from the second quarter to the fourth quarter, and then of course when they hit overtime, they made plays when they needed to make plays. Chris Jones by himself. If you watch the entire game, you watch it again. He had 3 plays that saved touchdowns against the 49ers, which brings to the question: is Brock Purdy the answer? Um, if Goldie Miles and Todd Williams are on the show, are they watching the show? Give me some comments. What are your thoughts? I'm checking on you guys. It's been 4 days after the Super Bowl. Make sure you guys are all right. You didn't jump off a cliff. San Francisco's defense, if you look at the 14 possessions that the Chiefs had, 14 possessions, not counting the touchdown in overtime. We counted the touchdown in overtime. The 14 total possessions they had, they held the Chiefs. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. Not counting the touchdown on the muff punt, that in the next play they scored a touchdown. They held the Chiefs to 1 touchdown in 13 possessions. 1 touchdown. Middle kick, 4 field goals. If I told you, if you hold the Chiefs to 4 field goals and 1 touchdown, you would think you'll win the game. Then if I told you this is Kyle Shanahan coaching you in a big game, the Super Bowl, you would say, "Nah, we're gonna lose," and you lost. I am shocked that they lost. They lost a game. They should have won that. They should have been up 24-3 in that first half. Should have been up 24-3 easy. You had pretty much everybody there. Kittle was non-factor, had 1 catch. I think he had a separated shoulder in the fourth quarter. Debo tweaked his hamstring. Dre Greenlaw, that was devastating. Watching him just getting ready to go on the field, ran on the field towards Achilles. That's one of the most mind-boggling injuries in any sport. The Achilles injury could go at any time without notice. The Green Bay coach, Matt LaFleur, tore his Achilles I believe his second year of Green Bay playing pickup basketball. And he was in a boot his first year. He was in a boot. Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles. Aaron Rodgers, of course, played 5 plays for the Jets, tore his Achilles. That injury, it seems like over the last couple of years has gone up. Is there anything to do with some type of calf strains that's going down to the Achilles for overcompensation? That's some type of research that needs to be done. But just a sad circumstance. Corey, he's participating. Let's see what excuse you give for the 49ers. We did keep them in the game. We played a great first half. Caffrey ran well, which y'all should have kept doing. We kicked the longest field goal in history. Then Butker kicked the longest field goal. Defense was on point for 3.5 quarters. Hey, head down. Yes, you do. Your coach did not call a great game in the second half. Before he get on my nerve, my first cousin, loving to death, he looked like his daddy. Looked like my daddy too, because his daddy is my dad brother. So the Fort Valley boys pick'em champion is Anatole based on him picking the right team at the right time. The Kansas City Chiefs. You won. Now back to the Super Bowl. Um, Anatole, you need to hop on. I know you ain't in class. Go ahead and hop on, man, because I need some help over here. Hop on, dog. You got the link. Um, just turn your camera off on Zoom and just go to the link. You'll be all right. If you got to talk in your class, just talk. Uh, 4 minutes, all right, bet. Um, Steve Spagnuolo. Steve Spagnuolo, excuse me. Let me make sure I say his name correctly. He earned his extension. I would not hire him as a head coach. He had his chance in St. Louis, and he was a hot mess. He was a hot mess in St. Louis. He does not need to be a coach again. He's found a niche as a coordinator. Do you realize he has won 4 Super Bowls as a coordinator? That's the most any coordinator has in NFL history. One with the Giants, then three with the Chiefs. You got to put Kansas City away. You got to respect the Chiefs and what they can do. They don't panic. No, they don't panic. Even with a slow start, they came through the end. The same thing happened 4 years ago. San Francisco was up by 10 in the fourth quarter, and Kansas City blitzed them 21-0 in the fourth quarter. And they had Tyreek Hill. They had Tyreek Hill. They had Tyreek Hill. And that if this is the year to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, you have to beat them. You have to beat them. You cannot give up. You got to put the foot in the ground. And they were really not stopping McCaffrey on the run. McCaffrey was their whole offense. Now, for those that's watching on the show, is Brock Purdy the answer for the 49ers? Is he the answer? Did Kyle Shanahan didn't he not call a great game because of Brock Purdy's limitations? Yeah, he could process information on the field fast, but is the offense creative enough for them to win a Super Bowl? That's why they spent three first round picks on Trey Lance. They needed a game changer, and Trey Lance really never, to me, this is just to me, he really didn't get a fair shot. For salary cap reasons, yes, because after next year, Anatole, he's gonna get about 30 million, 35. I mean, his stats this year, yeah, I believe he threw for close to 4,000 yards. But is for salary cap reasons, yes, he's the pick. But if I'm the 49ers, and we'll get to Steve Wilkes in a minute, probably when you hop on, and if Atwater and Damon pop on, and Ryan, who's been chomping at the bit to get back on the show off his suspension. Is Brock Purdy the answer? Not this year, not next year or the year after. You got Ayuk, you got Debo, you got Kittle. They're getting older. Those weapons are getting a little bit older. Trent Williams is not going to be able to play left guard forever. That's what killed the 49ers. They were not running enough. I think McCaffrey had about 140 yards of total offense. There's some different things you could have did. You could have ran some traps on whams to the left side behind Trent Williams. I think they had a couple trick plays that were okay, but Kansas City started sniffing them out in the second half. Could have got away with a couple jet sweeps going off the right guard, right tackle. McCaffrey could have put him a slot on the top part of the field. He was in the slot a lot more at the bottom on the strong side for the 49ers. But McCaffrey was the offensive player of the year, and you didn't use him like he was the offensive player of the year. I'm gonna ask a stupid question. I'm asking everybody a stupid question that's watching. If Patrick Mahomes was on the 49ers, what would their record be with that same team? With the same team? I got an answer for you. They'd have been the 2007 Patriots, but win the Super Bowl. They'd have been undefeated with Patrick Mahomes as the quarterback. Let me know if I'm crazy to think that. Let me know. If Patrick Mahomes was playing on this current iteration of the 49ers, what would their record be in their final status at the end of the season? Yes, with Kyle Shanahan. I think they'll be 20 and 20 and 0. The 49ers will be 20 and 0 Patriot. And you put Brock Purdy on Kansas City, he's a shorter version of Alex Smith. He's a shorter version of Alex Smith. Um, another stat of the game, both teams had 2 turnovers. They came out in the wash. The only difference was the Chiefs capitalized on on the turnovers. They scored. They got 7 points off the turnover. They held the 49ers to 0 on turnovers, which was key. The key to the game was the block extra point. The block extra point saved the Chiefs. If the extra point wasn't blocked, you're looking at possibly the Chiefs having Chiefs wouldn't need to score a touchdown because they would have been the 49ers would have been up by 4 with less than 2 minutes to go in the game. And the 49ers probably would have played defense a little bit differently. But we won't know because they lost. And it happened. We can play revisionist history on some things, but it doesn't matter. Um, Another issue also with the overtime rules. Kyle Shanahan said, I want to have the ball third. Why would you want the ball first when the new overtime rules, you will get the ball regardless? Make Kansas City go out there and score. That way you know what you need to do. Kansas City said we knew all the rules. We didn't want the ball first, and we were going to go for 2 because we did not want to go into a sudden death with 49ers if we got the ball second. We will go for 2 and end the game right there, win or lose, which ballsy. I can understand. Um, but congratulations to the Chiefs. I'm glad you won. Another question we'll probably pose is if the Chiefs made the Chiefs three-peat, does this put Patrick Mahomes as the greatest quarterback of all time? Of course, the answer is still no. 7 still greater than 4, but he would have done something that Tom Brady could not do, Joe Montana couldn't do, Terry Bradshaw couldn't do, John Elway couldn't do. Um, the last 2 teams that had the closest shot of three-peating were the 05-06 Patriots, who lost in the divisional round to the Broncos, and the 1989-90 or 99 the 90-91 49ers that lost to the Giants in the NFC Championship game on a last-second field goal by Matt Barr, if I remember correctly. I think Joe Montana got knocked out of the game in the fourth quarter. I believe they won 15-12 or 13-10, something like that. That was Bill Parcells' coach team. Because if the 49ers would have won that game, I don't know who would have won between them and the Bills. Jim Kelly and that K Gun offense versus Joe Cool going for his 4th Super Bowl. Uh, I don't know if the Chiefs will do it. There are a couple things they need to clean up as far as personnel items for them to be able to possibly repeat. You got to re-sign Chris Jones. You got to tag L'Jarius Sneed, and you got to get Patrick Mahomes another receiver. Kadarius Toney, you got to see if you get any type of draft capital out of him. And you got to find a way to re-sign Eric Bieniemy. Bring Eric Bieniemy back. As a consultant, as an assistant coach, put him back on the staff. But would that mess with the chemistry with Nagy? because the defense really had carried the Chiefs this year. The defense has carried. We got a champ coming in. We got a champ. Like an Ali. The champ is here. The champ is here.
I ain't been on the show in a long time. Let's see.
Yeah, it's been about a year since you've been on the show.
Oh yeah, man. Life been life. But hey, Steve Wilkes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna wait till you guys came on that before we got to Steve Wilkes, then we touch back on the Super Bowl. Go ahead.
I got a lot of respect for the brother. I mean, he went from being head coach of Savannah State to an NFL head coach. Now he didn't do very well in Arizona that 1 year he was there, but I respect people who get it out of the mud. The Rams coach, I mean, he went to Maris. If you're from Georgia, you know about Maris. Private school kid, daddy, granddaddy,
yeah.
NFL.
Yeah, to McVay.
Yeah, McVay. He didn't get it out of the mud. I got a lot of respect for Steve Wilkes. I just felt like Shanahan was trying to find somebody who thought it was, trying to make a scapegoat, as you say. I mean, he called a terrible second half. He stopped running the ball. They couldn't stop the running back. I just went
McCaffrey.
They couldn't stop McCaffrey. I mean, it was ridiculous. They never hit Kittle. I mean,
not to the fourth quarter.
And then the receiver, one of the receivers for that All Pro.
Yeah, but they have 5 All Pros on offense.
Yeah, but to answer your question, Purdy's gonna be the guy. I don't see the 49ers giving him $30 million. I mean, teams now, man, they try to get a quarterback out of the draft and on that rookie little contract and build up other places. 49ers gonna be in cap hell soon. I mean, they are loaded. They are super loaded. I mean, and I know Purdy's broke out there living in San Francisco on that rookie contract he living in. He works
with a roommate. With a
roommate, yeah. Now, my sister is married, and her nephew by marriage plays for the 49ers practice squad, and it's expensive out there, very much so. It's $12,000 a month. It's not really, you know what I'm saying, making a whole lot of fuss in that economy out there. But yeah, to answer your question, it's a great Super Bowl. Mahomes has to be top 5 quarterback all time.
He has 3 Super Bowls. He matches Joe. He's one behind Bradshaw. He's 1 above Peyton and Eli. He's 2 above Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he better than Bradshaw.
And Bradshaw was no 1 pick. That's great though.
But Bradshaw, I mean, you look at Bradshaw, his defense carried him.
Just like this year for Mahomes. He wasn't even the top 10 quarterback this year as far as stats.
Yeah. But who had receivers? He didn't have any receivers.
He had me, you, Straw.
Yeah, nobody.
Let me ask you this. If Patrick Mahomes 3-peats next season, I know we're looking ahead. If he 3-peats, do you put him as the greatest quarterback of all time? I'm making sure nobody. I'm going crazy. He needs.
You know who my guy is. You know my guy.
He needs 6, right? He needs 6 to be thought about, but 7 will put him there, right? If he 3-peat and win 6 altogether, does that put him above Tom?
Tom beat him head to head
in the playoffs twice,
in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl and the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, Tom beat him, but I mean,
with 2 different teams. Everybody remember 2 different teams.
Yeah. Oh, Fashion came on this show.
I'm gonna ask the hard hitting question. I'm not Shay Shay. I'm Dateline. I'm gonna ask you a hard question.
If he gets 7 rings, he gotta be the greatest in this NFL. With them yards, he gonna put up. He's gonna throw 4,000 yards every year. But, Tom Brady is man. That's my guy.
And think about Tom's offense. Remember, folks our age, we watched the NFL when we was in college. All this stuff. All the kids now just saying, "Oh, they play Madden. That's how they know multiplayer." Mm-hmm. But Tom Tom was a balanced offense. He still didn't have the weapons that Mahomes had, and he's even after the undefeated season, he still didn't have the weapons that Mahomes had. All he had was Gronkowski and the Temptations. Edelman, Edelman and Welker couldn't get him a Super Bowl.
The 1 year he had Moss was
special.
It was what 2 years? Was it 2 years with Moss?
Yeah, Moss was there with him for 3 years.
Yeah, it was, but they didn't win a ring though, did
they? They didn't win a ring, but they were so close.
I'm putting up numbers, yeah.
23 touchdown reception for Moss. Still the second greatest receiver ever. I don't give a damn what your 4 best seasons over your whole career don't even match up with Jerry Rice in the 80s.
Excuse me. Allergies.
Don't even match up with Jerry Rice in the 80s. Jerry has an MVP. Jerry Rice had 3 Hall of Fame careers in 3 decades. He is all decade twice. I only think Moss was all decade once.
Do you think Jerry was more of a system receiver, or he had great quarterbacks, or
he did?
Moss was a talent.
Jerry Rice did the same thing in Oakland for 2 years.
With the little braids stop.
Stay right, stopping right there. And you had Rich Gann as your quarterback. Think about who Moss had: Culpepper, Randall, Brad Johnson.
An old Cunningham though. That's old Randall.
No, Randall though, he was slinging it in '98.
Yeah, Will Brown time was cheering when the Falcons beat him.
I know y'all would. Then Eugene Robinson messed it up for y'all, trying to get him a little nightcap.
Yeah, he was out there. Yeah, he was tripping.
Yeah, he tried to spend $40 on the wrong person. And so me and you need our own club, Shay Shay. We need to club Fei Fei.
Hey man, I'm working K-12 education now. I can't do that in a small city.
Oh yeah,
I just signed my contract for next year.
Yeah, I signed mine too. Yeah.
So
we get away with it right here. We get away with it right here.
Yeah, I need my contract. Yeah, I just signed my contract.
Yeah, I went inside mine. I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and make sure I have a job next year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me go. You brought up Steve Wilkes, coach Savannah State, always a head coach. Is he a scapegoat for Kyle Shanahan's fuck ups?
Yeah. I was watching. I guess he called Shanahan called timeout. They kind of had like a little disagreement on the sideline.
Had a code zero. It had to cover zero.
Yeah, cover zero. Yeah, but he's a scapegoat. I mean, the man was there 1 year, and I don't understand how you can put it on him when he shut them down most of the game. You get to step on their neck.
13 out of 14 possessions, they held on the 1 touchdown, not counting the one that they got off the turnover.
Yeah. And like that third quarter, the Chiefs were dead. But the 49ers didn't do anything on offense.
Which means the Chiefs were playing great defense, which means your play caller should have been calling run plays. They could not stop McCaffrey on that left side.
And you think about the Chiefs, this probably their worst team by far. Their offensive line was horrible. Running back was tough, but I want to say he was very talented. The receivers, other than the rookie,
Rashee Rice.
Yeah, he was. They were, who were they? Big fan of McCole Hardman because he went to Georgia, but I mean he got there late. Kelsey didn't turn over to the playoffs. My iPad is just dancing.
He had 9 catches in the second half. 9 catches.
Yeah, after he cuts out Big Red.
Yeah, let me ask you, we'll get back to Steve Wilkes. I'm gonna get my thoughts on that. I haven't get my thoughts yet because you know how I feel about black coaches.
Mm-hmm.
If that was AJ Brown bumping into Big Red like that, does AJ Brown go? He'd have been suspended for the rest of the game. He wouldn't
They
have seen the
would have
field.
arrested him right there. They would have arrested him. Las Vegas PD would have arrested him, man. That's elderly abuse.
This man said elderly abuse.
Yeah, man. Beat me red in y'all. The old guy. I mean, that was a little too much. A little too much.
Steve Wills, he's the scapegoat. His defense was third in the league. He didn't. Matter of fact, folks don't realize this. He didn't implement his system. He used what San Francisco had and improved on the stats from what D'Amico Ryan had over the last 3 years.
I think Steve Wilson get a final job. I mean,
I don't see where I can see Pittsburgh picking him up.
but he's a final job. He might not be a coordinator. Well, I'm gonna say this. And I know we're talking about the NFL, but college football right now is going through something that they don't fix it soon. It's gonna kill it because these coaches are getting burned out. If you saw today, Georgia State head coach resigned as head coach to go back to be tight end coach in South Carolina. They started spring practice 2 days ago. They went 2 days of spring practice. He quit as head coach to be a tight end coach. These coaches are in college are burned out. So you're getting like actually she teaches at Thomas County Central. Troy State outside linebacker coach left Troy State to become a high school outside linebacker coach. So the coaches are not gonna. It's gonna be a lot of spots in coaching. So Wilson want a college job is there, but he's not gonna want a college job because all the recruiting is 365. But he'll get a job. I mean, but the NFL is gonna have a lot more talent with coaching now because they don't fix college football soon. These coaches, Boston College coach left. Head coach left about a month ago.
Be the coordinator for Packers.
Yeah. It's less stress.
Yeah,
it's less stress.
Way less stress. You don't have to deal with NIL. Don't have to report anybody. Have to do no quality control, anything like that. With make sure NIL is up and up.
No.
I think somebody said they need to have some type of salary cap, but that might not work because salary cap will be different for a team in the SEC versus a team in the Mountain West versus a team in the Big Ten versus a team that's in the AAC. That's not going to be equitable. But I can see the transfer portal. I get that part. NIL, I say it need to be a flat rate and an elevated rate for each year you stay. I will say if you can do if it's equitable, you do a pool or whatever salary cap. I think if you're a freshman, you need to come in at I'll say 150,000. If you say your second year there, you go up to 180. Your third year, maybe 250. If you stay off 4 years, 400,000, something like that for every player. And like I said, it's not gonna be equitable in a smaller division now, but some type of sliding scale each year to make it equitable. So that way, okay, you coming in, this is what you're getting. Any school you go to, this is what you're getting. Plus, this is gonna keep the transfer down because you don't matter unless you ain't getting no playing time. Yeah, you're gonna transfer. You can transfer wherever you want to. Look at the coaches do whatever they leave whenever they want to. I.e., Brian Kelly. Chip Kelly quit as a head coach to be the offensive coordinator at Ohio State. And guess what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, think about it. UCLA is the same division as Ohio State, if I remember correctly. They're gonna be the same division.
Should be. It's stressful. I mean, it's to the point where everybody know a lot of us on the board on this podcast are Georgia fans. Kirby Spence from after the SEC championship game to pretty much the bowl game, recruiting the players he have on this roster, hoping they'll stay. See who's gonna stay, who's gonna go. That's a waste of time. I mean, I understand the portal, but you're promising guys money. You doing this, trying to keep players. I mean, it's horrible, man. It is horrible. So, and then with the NIL going to high school football in Georgia, the number one quarterback in Georgia, the kid goes to Carrollton, Julian Lewis. Probably make $1 million this year. This coach made 180. That's the head coach. So the position coach probably make 50,000, which is good money. But what can a 50,000 might make 50,000 a year tell me I'm an 18-year-old making $1 million a year. Can't tell me nothing about throwing the ball. You're not gonna talk to me, sir. I'm a millionaire at 18. I can buy you. They got to figure it out for you. We have a problem.
That's why I said sliding scale, which we're gonna talk about this. Probably might bring this up Sunday on the show. Doggone NCAA 25 is coming out
Yes,
July.
I cried.
When I saw that, which means NIL gonna be I think NIL gonna be applied to the game, but they're just gonna leave that out.
It's gonna be applied to the game with the rumor is.
That's gonna be a hot mess right there. You're gonna be building. You're gonna have to starting the like on. You remember old NCAA March Madness 2001, where no matter what you try to do, you try to start a dynasty. They start you at Northeastern or somewhere like that, and you have to build your way up. You better off starting the AAC and paying quarterback like David Raiola to come on there. Hey, dog, I got 2 million for you. Come on through.
But it's gonna be crazy. I'm just happy they brought the game back, man. A lot of memories. Out of Morris Brown, and it was a group of us. Homeboy Mark Ivy, 2 twins. One of them passed. Dry one, Antoine. We was all in the band. We would be up late at night playing the game. We would play the whole season throughout the night, recruiting everything. Man, play the championship game or whatever. Man, it was the time of my life. We gonna get no lesson. Just play the game.
Play the game.
No lesson.
And so tell me about Civil War. Tell me about Civil War in Gettysburg. I got a 5-star recruit.
Somebody died. A lot of white folks died.
Black. They use black bodies.
Black lives matter.
Black lives died so we can live.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, even though he didn't really save the slaves, but that's we don't want to talk about that. Since they bring it back NCAA 25, is there a chance that March Madness come back? NCAA college basketball, is it they doing that? Is there a chance college basketball come back now?
I think college basketball is as popular as it used to be. I mean, Michael Andre probably cursed me out, but college basketball is like all the really, really good players are going to the G League or going overseas. You know, Michael Andre probably, like I said, he cursed me out.
The one and done.
Yeah, and they one and done, you know. But like I'm watching the game now. UCLA probably one of the greatest programs ever. I don't know not one player on the team.
Jaime Jaquez on the one I know. He ain't only play there no more. He play on the Heat.
Yeah, talking about the Spanish dude, right? The Hispanic guy. Yeah. He was there 4 years though, 3 or 4 years.
He was there 4 years.
Yeah, he was there 4 years. But guys don't play college basketball, man. They got. I'm gonna get out my soapbox.
No, you're right. It was ever since that the collective bargaining with the Players Association they need to be separate. They need to be away from high school for 1 year. You basically saying, I don't care what you do. 1 year you come to the league, which makes G League at night, G League at night, probably like Scoot Henderson. Scoot Henderson really to me ain't ready for the league playing in the G League. I mean, Jalen Green really has dropped off the last 2 years. To be totally honest with you,
with the transfer portal and AAU basketball, and I can't talk like Mike and just shot Ken on basketball, but from what I see, you know, the overtime elite and all that stuff, kids going to these basketball high school just play basketball, like the twins who got picked in the draft.
I'm in there, Ashar.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys, they're not going to school, they're just playing basketball. And I mean, it's cool, but it's like you playing with great talent all around you. Are you really being pushed? I guess the NBA will push you, but I don't know. Basketball is weird now. I was watching my high school team just play in the region playoffs. And basketball is weird. They don't call plays no more. They just running and gunning. I mean,
you might get a pick and roll here and there. You might.
I ain't saying too much.
Oh no, younger teams like Portland, Houston, There really no sets being called. In Indiana, there definitely no sets being called in Indiana.
They got a good team.
Indiana, yeah, they got a good team. I think. To me, I think Buddy Hill's not. He he just got the raw deal. Buddy, they should have. The Lakers should have got Buddy Hill, but that's neither here and there.
Can we trade LeBron for Buddy Hield? I'd take that trade right now.
Yeah, Buddy Hill in Philadelphia now.
We traded. You seen what they say? Try to trade Golden State call about LeBron.
Yeah, you had to give up Chris Paul, Kaminga, and probably maybe
Chris
Moses
Paul,
Moody.
They can keep Chris Paul. We take Kuminga and Moody.
But got to make the money work. Either him or Clay, and I wouldn't trade Clay, but LeBron right now, which thank for the segue to the midseason recap for NBA. Brought to you by Dax Wave and Groom and Wave Caps, because that's all the NBA player care about the waves. If LeBron went to the Lakers, went to the Golden State Warriors, this your lineup. I would trade Chris Paul. He's always injured. I always tell you he gets injured every year. He got injured against the Bucks. That's why they lost the series. And just like shit stink, everybody talking about, bitch, you just fake you hate. No, he hurt. Every year in the playoffs, he get hurt. Every year. Like clockwork. Or like now, he break your wrist. It's like 30th time he broke your wrist in his career.
Mm-hmm.
How many times you gonna break your wrist, dog? You ain't gonna have no wrist. If they made that trade for LeBron, you had Steph, Clay, LeBron, Draymond, Looney. Then off the bench, you probably have Wiggins. No, I would trade Wiggins because Wiggins is playing like.
You gotta trade Wiggins for the money.
Yeah. Yeah. So because Wiggins has been trashed since he came back from his leave last year because his wife cheated on him, or his dad was sick, whichever story you want to believe. I think it was dad was sick. I think his dad was. Yeah, she getting comforted by somebody else. Then you off the bench, you had the Pazitsky, you have Moses Moody, you probably still have
Payton second.
Gary Payton second, and you probably have Moses Moody, and you have Jackson Davis from Indiana.
And Dario Saric.
Saric. How you like that lineup? I like them 11 players. You 11 deep right there.
But I don't know how Draymond and LeBron coexist because they both want the ball. You know what I mean? Draymond is since Draymond came back, a lot of people don't like Draymond. Draymond my guy. Since Draymond came back, Golden State has gotten a lot better.
I think 5-3 in the last 8 games, something like that.
Yeah, Draymond got them guys rolling. You know.
But remember, they've been there in clutch time games with clutch time games where there are 5 minutes left in the games within 5 points. They're 16 and 17 in those games. And I only need that stat to be looked up. This the third game this season. They were up by 15 and lost the game. Last night when they played the Clippers. That's without Kawhi. Paul George fouled out, and Ty Lue got kicked out of the game.
Who was your MVP?
On NBA this season, you have to look at Tatum because Joel Embiid is eligible. You have to look at Tatum. Maybe SGA would be another option. Then of course you go to Joker. If Joker can get to a 1 or 2 seed, if Joker can surpass OKC and Minnesota, some real consideration got to be looked at for Joker. But SGA and Tatum right now, and with some votes going to Anthony Edwards. But I think that he might be a little toxic for telling some girl he got pregnant that had get an abortion.
Hey man, Ant-Man from East Atlanta.
Yeah.
East Atlanta. Yeah, I think Tatum is MVP. I think Wembyana, what's his name?
Chet Holmgren right now, but Wemby's coming up strong.
I think Wemby is a freak, man. He rookie of the year. And I think the Phoenix Suns are a disappointment.
Big disappointment. They ain't been healthy, and Brad Beal is the reason. Brad Beal has never been healthy. Hasn't been. Brad Beal hasn't been right since they got rid of since Russ was there. When they made that run to the playoff, when they made that run a couple years ago, got knocked out the first round.
And I don't even want to talk about the Lakers, man. The Lakers suck. And that's my
Why you
team.
hate? Why you hate it? They 7-1, 7-1 this month. 7-1. Only lost to the Nuggets.
Lakers up, man. Trade LeBron.
Blaming LeBron, we're not blaming coaching. We always blaming players.
It ain't Ham. Ham doing his thing. I mean, Ham on coach. Ham coach that team, baby. Really?
I mean, he blaming injuries.
Excuse me.
No, don't blame on injuries. Because you ain't had Gabe Vincent all year. Cam Reddish been in and out. Don't blame them two. Coach, stop
LeBron.
feeling. What you should not have done was bench D'Angelo Russell. That's the one thing what you shouldn't have done. You should have benched him. You want to bench them, you have some continuity in your lineups. Well, I get it. Well, Gabe Vincent, you spent all that money on Gabe Vincent. I would have went and got Kyrie and been through with it.
I don't still like you got me. Oh,
You could have got Kyrie, but I think Spencer Dinwiddie is going to help.
yeah.
He's going to help coming off the bench. I would say Dinwiddie will have to come off the bench. He's be another ball handler, a big guard, 6'5", because you got Reeves, you got D'Angelo and Dinwiddie both 6'5". Dinwiddie is a little bit better defender, more sturdier defender than Russell
And Reeves.
and Reeves, a little more sturdier. You got size, so you know if you're going against Denver or Minnesota, you're gonna have to have size. But if they play someone like Oklahoma City, who's young, I think they can make another run to the conference final easy, because Diagonal is not. I think Diagonal going to be fired after next year, not this year, but next year. I think I'll give him one more year, and that's the team that disappointed me in the trade deadline. You got Gordon Hayward. Excuse me. You got Gordon Hayward when you really need the size. You could have got Andre Drummond. You could have got Williams from the Bulls. You could have got size, any type of size, any type of thing that looked like size. You could have got old boy from Washington, Gaffold, I think.
Yeah.
Got him. Could have got him. You could have, if you really wanted to, could have got could have made a trade with Cleveland, gave us some of them 30 draft first round picks. You could have got Mobley. Excuse me, Mobley could have got Mobley. Could have got Jakob Pertl. You could have Evan Turner. You could have made a deal for Evan Turner. If you, not Evan Turner, no, yeah, Miles Turner. Excuse me, Miles Turner. You could have got Miles Turner. There are a number of moves they could have made. They get the against the size, but I think they're gonna be a first round exit. I just don't think they're. I'm looking at coaching. I just don't see them going out the first round.
I don't see Chet Holmgren. Say his name, last name.
Chet Holmgren.
I don't. Oh, look at that. You young, I young, you young.
Yeah, but we old and tired. Education.
We got children. We teaching. Well, I don't teach nothing, but we at the school. Chet, he just too light, man. He's not gonna hold up in the playoffs. I mean, he's great talent. He's not gonna hold up. And then the Lakers do have big men. They got Christian Wood, they got Jackson Hayes, they got AD, but those guys hold Joker. They all the same guy. 6'11" skinny guys.
What the Lakers should have did. Move Matt Christie or your first round pick this year to the G League and bring back Dwight Howard. He won your championship.
Him downstairs.
It don't matter. It don't. He was him downstairs when they won the championship in 2020.
But nobody knew it. He was in the bubble downstairs. Think about Dwight Howard in the bubble. He probably
busting bubbles.
Ball. He was having a ball.
Yeah, he had two balls. Oh, look. Okay, nobody watches the show now, so I can say that.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna watch it after we blow up. After we blow up, they're gonna watch it like, well, Fabian, he counts for Fabian.
He did. I mean, he had a couple balls, several times.
Yeah.
And he did a Tom Brady. He deflated us on. All right. I'm gonna be canceled.
Hey, Tom didn't deflate the balls. That wasn't Tom's fault. Tom just throwing the ball that was given to him.
Tom would just all he did was make sure the balls were he liked the ball a little flat, and they were legal. So somebody, I mean, it is what it is, and he wasted his time going to court. But that's a good thing because we want to beat the Falcons. He played the whole season.
Tom the man, my quarterback. I'm gonna say this favor. Since we're talking about the NBA on Instagram and watching this guy. Every video he posts, he said the '80s suck, and he showed a lot of Michael Jordan videos, and he said MJ sucked in the beginning of his career. He couldn't go left, and he has video evidence to back it up. Like when MJ going against the Pistons, it wasn't Pistons defense. MJ couldn't go left. Someone seen those couple of videos. It's very, very interesting. Those guys, Dominique, all those guys, he highlighted how horrible they were, and we didn't know they were horrible.
Because they couldn't go left. I can see that.
Yeah, yeah. They Dominique couldn't dribble like Jalen Brown, and he was basically just saying that today's NBA players are way more skilled than the NBA players in the '80s.
Yeah, they are. Look at the technology, the coaching, the film study, better footwork. I mean, yeah, I can see that, but man, that they say Jordan was sorry. Didn't he win? He in the '80s he did win the. I'm not a Jordan fan, but he did win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year.
Hmm.
But he got swept by the Pistons though.
Yeah, yeah. He was basically saying, yeah, I think he's the greatest player of all time, which I think he is. You can't think about those 6 years when he sucked, scoring
In 6
35
years he
points a game.
sucked, and in his last 2 years in the NBA, it doesn't matter about old Jordan. You came out there, you played, and you played. LeBron, like I said, folks don't like LeBron longevity. LeBron will have the greatest career. I know you don't like LeBron. Uh, Let me ask why.
I don't know, trade him. Everything he gets on, he make the team old. We had a young thing. We had Ingram, Randall, D'Angelo Russell. We had all those young guys, and we traded everybody to get well. We had with LeBron. Then LeBron wanted AD, and AD soft as pie. I would love to have my team as D'Angelo Russell, Ingram, Julius Randle. We had Lopez, and we can find a two guard. Now we old. Well, we were old. We were younger now, but we were old. LeBron's like, I don't know, man. He's 39 years old. I mean, he's doing it. But I'm just thinking, what's tomorrow for him? I mean, what's tomorrow for the Lakers? You gonna let LeBron pimp you to get his son on the team too? Come on, man.
If I'm the Lakers, I mean Jenny Buss learned business from her dad. Like you got to make the stars happy. At the same time, I'm a cutthroat. I'm cutthroat on when I do 2K. I cut your salary down to 1 million, so I go ahead and sign the players who I want to sign, especially if I make myself on the game
Yeah.
and I gotta sign myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'll if I'm the Lakers, I'm like LeBron. You're going to Golden State. We getting 2 of their first round picks, and we can get Kaminga, Gary Payton II, and Andrew Wiggins. You could come back after the end of the season. I thought that 51 million didn't come back. You can come back.
And I'm saying, if he wanted to help the Lakers, why he keep taking the 40 million every year? I mean, come on, you want to help the team? You gotta do it. I mean, I'm doing
Do a Tim
contract.
Duncan. Do a Tim Duncan.
Does
Tim
it have to
Duncan, I
take
think.
40 million, or you can take less?
If I'm trying to chase being the greatest player of all time, and I know I'm already a billionaire, my net worth is $1 billion. Of course, the Players Association gonna cuss me out, and they're gonna think it's tampering or something like that. Why am I taking $40 million less than what I'm worth? They ain't say nothing to Tim Duncan, and I mean, you need to have LaMarcus Aldridge, and you had a lot of things. You went to the championship game, went to the championship round, the conference championship in 2017 by him doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if I could get one more ring, if I take less money, I would do it. especially if I already made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
I don't know
to.
how it work. I don't know how it work. I don't know if he gotta take the supermax or what, but
He's over a age threshold for him to get a supermax.
okay.
He's gonna be 30, 38. The max ages are 38, and that's why he signed that 2-1. I think a 1-1 last year. He's on his player options at 51 million, 51.3 million next year. I ain't gonna lie, that's all. That $51 million look real good, but at the same time, I'm gonna kill my team because I got a bunch of players on 1 year deals.
You killing your franchise. I was with the Lakers when, post Magic, pre Shaq. That was some dark days for us.
And they're still paying Magic Johnson $1 million a year all the way up to 2000.
I was there for that. I was in the office when we signed Magic to that deal. We kind of tricked Magic. You think about it.
Yeah, they did. He did a Bobby Bonilla. They still pay him Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah.
I'm like, Bobby, let me hold something.
They just playing travel ball this year, man, and it's expensive.
Yeah,
It's expensive. It's expensive. Baseball is ridiculous.
that's crazy,
But
man. Yeah. Hey, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. We in education. We got one. I got one more day to the winter break.
to what break?
Winter break next. We off all next week.
What?
Winter break.
Wait, we had our winter break already. So we in spring break.
No, spring break is in April for us. I'm just getting the winter break.
Wait.
Yeah.
We had a winter break in October, I thought.
No, that's fall break
I mean, fall break. We had a winter break and a spring break.
and a Christmas break and a fall break.
When you got to school?
May 24th. Well, let me put it like this. May 24th is the last day for students. Teachers' last day is the 28th, I believe. My last day will be June the 19th because I'm 220.
Yeah, I'm on 190. I see my contract today. I'm on 190, bro.
Yeah, you get out with the teachers.
Yeah,
Your contract in with the teacher. I work more days than the assistant principals.
but I'll be there. We getting new laptops this year down in Cairo.
Yeah, I'll leave
And
that joker right at school. I won't even touch that joker till about pre-planning.
hey,
I'm surprised
man,
you're not 200.
don't bring it up. I can't say what I want to say. Can't say what I want to say.
All I'm saying is I'm just surprised. Me especially, I know they. Never mind. Keep it at 190, y'all. Keep it at 190. But
Yeah, I'm gonna take you about what's going on in my district. I'm gonna take you offline.
y'all got about 5 schools and got 5 schools, right?
Hey man, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you. I'm enjoying my job. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I
I
just signed
just
my
wish
contract.
I just wish I could keep my safe pay and work about 10, 20 days less. That's all. That's all.
But I need to talk about when y'all start school.
We start school August and first week of August, like the first or the second.
I'm confused. I get a winter break. I know this is not sports, guys. I'm sorry. I'm hating. I'm look at my calendar really quick. While I got you on the phone. Craig County
Yeah,
School District.
180 days. About 90 days from August 2nd to like December 20th or whatever. That's with all the breaks in there. And then another 90 days from January to the end of May. And then you got 5 days in July and 2 days.
So we started school August 3rd. That was
Uh
Thursday. We had fall break October 9th through the 13th. Then we had, Thanksgiving break,
uh
Christmas break, and we started school back January the 10th after Christmas break. When y'all started back?
We start at that whatever that Monday was after the New Year. But there was the 8th, the 9th, or the 10th, like you said, something like that.
We started that Wednesday.
We
So you
started that
telling me
Monday.
the next week, starting February 19th, you're going to be out of work for a week. And your last day of school is when?
My last day will be
I mean, the children's last day.
the student last day, May 24th.
Yeah, that's when our children's last day is. Our children's last day May 23rd.
That Thursday, yeah.
Next year, Disclaimer: I love my job. I love working in the district.
Before you say what you're going to say, we want to thank you for watching the For Valley Boys. See you on Sunday. We out.
Yeah, there you go.